Hi guys, and welcome back to Movies that Matter with the Viking. And look at this extraordinary, breathtaking news that has just dropped. That Michael Keaton, yes, Michael Keaton, who played Batman in the 1989 Tim Burton films, is set to come back to reprise the role of Bruce Wayne of Batman in the Flash solo film in 2022. Now, how insane is that? Now, of course, the other day it was reported that Jeffrey Dean Morgan will be coming back to play Thomas Wayne, and if you're a fan of the Flashpoint storyline, you might know that Thomas Wayne, in that reality that Flash goes to, is the Batman of that universe because he survived, Martha survived, but Bruce died. He became Batman, she became the Joker. So that's what we all thought was going to happen. The Flash would go through time, he would see Thomas Wayne as the Batman. But now this news is after blowing everything out of the water. How many Batmans are we going to get in the Flash solo film that's going to manipulate time and use the Flashpoint storyline? Now, in the article from the Hollywood Reporter, it is saying that Michael Keaton could come back to replace Ben Affleck's Batman in the DCU on the big screen in kind of like a Nick Fury role from the MCU. This would be amazing and so cool to see Michael Keaton come back as Batman. But what does this mean for the multiverse of DCU? As I said before in other videos, the DCU isn't just Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Justice League. It's absolutely changed. Ever since Grant Gustin and Ezra Miller's Flash both met each other on the CW, it has changed the essence of the DCU moving forward. It is now the multiverse. So these reports and people are saying that Michael Keaton is set to replace Ben Affleck's Batman in the DCU in terms of him being that universe's Batman. But this doesn't involve, or this doesn't come across to Zack Snyder's Justice League arc. Zack Snyder's Justice League will be its own separate thing on HBO Max. That is Zack Snyder's arc of Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, and the Justice League trilogy. Now, if Zack Snyder's Justice League is a success, of course, more films will be made of that world with those characters, but it has to be a success. And if Snyder wants to move forward with the Justice League 2 and the Justice League 3, that's what needs to happen. Ben Affleck has said numerous times that he's done playing the Dark Knight, but I also think that depends on what HBO Max have planned for those characters on that platform after Zack Snyder's Justice League. Will it make him want to come back to portray the character even more? I believe so and I hope so. But on the big screen in terms of the DCU, Michael Keaton is going to take over that role, and that's what the reports are saying. Now, when I first heard this break, my initial thoughts was that we would see Michael Keaton in the Flash film because it's this big multiverse and he goes through different Earths through time, using his speedster abilities of manipulating time, and maybe we would see different Batmans, maybe even a George Clooney or something like that, something like we'd see the previous incarnations of these characters, and maybe Ben Affleck would make an appearance also. But this changes a lot. It says that Michael Keaton could come back in a Nick Fury essence, as in a mentor in the DCU, showing up in other movies, and in specifically the Batgirl solo film, which is still planned at Warner Brothers, where Michael Keaton's Batman can show up in these numerous films and be an absolute mentor to show people what it's like to be a hero the right way. And I'm interested to see what kind of dynamic he's going to have in the Flash solo film. So what does this mean for Jeffrey Dean Morgan? Does this mean that those reports the other day were absolutely false and that Jeffrey Dean Morgan is not coming back to play Thomas Wayne? Well, this is what I think is going to happen. I think Michael Keaton is going to be in the film a lot more than Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan will make only a cameo in the film. Because if they're bringing back Michael Keaton, he's a lot more popular than Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I'm talking about of playing these characters. Everyone knows Michael Keaton played Batman in two very successful and very good films, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan just had a cameo in Batman vs Superman. And to be honest, only really hardcore diehard fans would know of that. So it looks like that Michael Keaton will be toe-to-toe with the Flash in that film and play a big part. And what part, I don't exactly know. Is it Ben Affleck's Batman of the future? But then that doesn't make sense. So this is a different Earth's Batman. This is Michael Keaton's incarnation of the Bat, and the Flash somehow comes across and meets him. So what does that mean for Ben Affleck's Batman on the big screen? Well, I think he is not going to be on the theatrical versions of the DCU moving forward. I think our only hope is to see him on HBO Max moving forward with Zack Snyder's vision, the Snyderverse per se, if Schneider wants to move forward. But to be honest, we don't know exactly what's going to happen until we see the film in 2021. But let me know, guys, this is actually really exciting. This is actually really interesting. Michael Keaton is going to come back to play Bruce Wayne again, to play Batman again in this Flashpoint paradox per se of the Flash movie. There's a lot going to happen in this Flash solo movie, and they're set to get filming sometime in 2021, early 2021, and this is just purely excitement on my part. I actually can't believe this is happening. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts on this. Michael Keaton's coming back. Are you happy? Are you confused? I see a lot of people on Twitter right now are confused at this idea. They're actually not sure what this actually means for the DCU going forward. But remember, guys, as I've always been saying, the DCU isn't what it used to be. It's now a multiverse. Anything is possible, and everything is possible, and everything will happen. But let me know in the comments, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, engage with me, come and follow me, and talk about this extraordinary news that is broken today. Michael Keaton is Batman, and he's back.